That's what they're going to go by. Here's my thing. I think the Lakers are going to win, but, dude, they have had a hard time winning without Anthony Davis because he is, like, the center of their offense,
Yeah,
right?
and LeBron is 37 years old.
LeBron's older. He ain't the dude. So I feel like my bet tonight was by default. No Anthony Davis, no KCP to take outside shots. If they win, LeBron's going to have to get. My bet is a plus 200 bet. My bet is LeBron 30 plus points, 9 plus rebounds, which I don't feel like is insane. But what it is LeBron's going to have to revert to what he did with the Cavaliers in the playoffs the year, like Irving and Kevin Love got hurt and he went like bonkers.
Yeah.
Not good enough to beat.
He knows going into the game it's all on him. If they win, it's because of him.
So the only thing I read was, so LeBron's like a forward-thinking dude. So either the Lakers get blown out because LeBron's going to go, hey, I'm going to take it easy and we're just going to, I'm just going to take it easy, not use my energy. We're going to relax. And then we're going to try to, when Davis comes back, we're going to try to go. Or he's going to try to ball out, which I think he is going to do. And because this is one of those moments where he could have like a game where, he could be the center of it because he'll be the center of the offense tonight. And so we'll see how it all goes. I do think the Lakers end up winning. But like I said, I didn't bet that. I bet LeBron to have a big game. I think he will. That's where I'm going with it.
Yeah, so the middle game tonight is the Blazers-Nuggets, which is also a Game 5 series tied 2-2. But you said you're kind of rooting for the Blazers there with Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, and I think it's an easy team to root for too, just simply because they got Melo, and then Dame Lillard is an easy guy to root for because he's a dog, and he talks trash, and he hits clutch shots. But a lot of, Melo is like one of those guys where you just root for him. You're like, dang, Melo's got everything except for that ring, right? Scoring titles. I don't know if he has an MVP. If he doesn't, he was close when he was with the Knicks. But the dude still can play, even at his age, which he's actually a little bit older than LeBron because, no, that's not true. Melo come out of high school?
No, Melo played at
Syracuse.
Beat Kansas.
So he's one.
In Roy Williams' last game at University of Kansas.
And I think he was a freshman.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, he's 1 year older than LeBron. He's still playing at a pretty high level.
Yeah.
So I'm rooting for him. I like those guys. That's like that generation where we have three of that generation going tonight with Carmelo on the Blazers, Chris Paul on the Suns, where here's the deal with Chris Paul. Whatever team he plays on, they become good.
Yep.
Oklahoma City Thunder were good when they had him. Now they suck. Paul goes over to the Suns. They don't make the playoffs last year. Now they're the 2 seed. And literally what they got was Chris Paul. And that switched their whole dynamic because the dude is a baller and a gamer, and he is that good. So, I kind of, if the Suns end up beating the Lakers, I like Paul. So I like some of those guys. That's like the generation from like the 2010s, is what we're seeing right now. So NBA playoffs is a good time because teams start playing defense, and it's hardcore. So we enjoy it, and it's fun betting on it too. So
yeah, so I'm definitely going Brooklyn to cover. We already talked about that.
100%.
And the other two games, I'm not sure what the lines are, but I think the Suns win tonight.
Lakers -5.
Ooh, so I'd take Suns.
No, I'm sorry, it's Suns -5. My bad.
Okay, I think Suns cover 5 tonight.
Weird deal. Suns -5, and then there was a BPI index thing on ESPN that they show.
Yeah.
Lakers winning 55%. So it's goofy. That's a goofy, weird deal.
It is. But I'll say Suns -5 just for the sake of this, and then I'm going to go with the Blazers to win. Like you said, Carmelo's easy to root for. I wouldn't mind seeing him continue his quest to get a championship.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to go Blazers, and then I'll also go. I'll go Lakers because I'm a LeBron guy, so Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, and neither of those are elimination games, so.
And I don't have any money on them, so take it for what you want.
Exactly.
I don't know.
But yeah, so that's some NBA news for now. All right, so we'll come back, talk a little wrestling news. This week, Ric Flair and Andrade, who is dating Charlotte, Ric Flair's daughter.
Good for him.
Yep, good for him. They were on vacation in Mexico somewhere. They put a clip on all over social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, of Andrade suplexing Ric Flair into the pool at, 72, 74 years old. Still taking bumps. I know it's into the water, but I thought it was awesome.
It's like one of those things where the boys are at the pool, and you just start saying, "Let's do wrestling moves."
Yeah.
It looks like what they did.
Probably
Like they
threw
were
back a few cocktails first.
I'm sure they did. I'm sure they're having a really good time because you know Flair's fun to hang out with,
Oh, yeah.
even at his age. How old is he again?
I mean, he's probably 72, 74,
Still going.
something like that.
He's still partying in Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
My guy. I mean, he's look at
Woo!
woo. He's the guy, right? So, really cool kind of clip on Instagram today to see that. You know, I think Charlotte posted it or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I saw it. I think I saw it on Bleacher Report Wrestling, is where I saw it on. So it was a kind of a really cool clip. But I mean, me and you are on the same page as far as Flair goes. For us, he is, you know what? He is GOAT to me.
Yep. 100%.
I don't know if he's my. Here's the thing. There's a difference between GOAT and favorite. I don't know if he's my favorite, but he's the GOAT to me.
Yeah.
Right? He's GOAT.
He is my favorite promo to watch. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
If I'm sitting at the house and like the weather's bad and I'm just enjoying some beverages and I can't be outside, I enjoy going back on YouTube and looking up Ric Flair promos from the late 70s, early 80s, mid 80s, late 80s, even some of them into the 90s, and just watching them things like on loop.
Is his best promo though the Triple H? I just got my stitches out.
Yeah, that's my favorite, my personal favorite. The spilt liquor promo where he says, I spent more money last year on spilt liquor than you made, brother. That's another really popular one. So I don't know that I could say that there's a best, but definitely the one with Triple H from probably would have been around.
So it's like 03? What? It's that farther out?
No, let's see, because he retired. Did he retire in 7? So maybe it was 3. Maybe he retired in 7.
Because is this where...
It was where they were feuding.
It's before Evolution.
No, it's after.
Okay, so this is like 04 probably.
Okay, so 04.
So I think 03 is the year of like Goldberg, Evolution, like that type of stuff, because Flair ends up he's losing like a few matches or something in 03, I believe. And he is like... And then he turns on he helps Triple H beat Rob Van Dam for the title that was given to Triple H by Bischoff. And Flair becomes like, all of a sudden Flair becomes like Triple H's dude. And then a little bit later after that, they form Evolution. I think it's
2005.
05. Okay.
October 17th, 2005.
So it makes sense. Okay, so I was thinking it's 04, but
Okay.
05 makes sense too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, because you know what? 04, it's 04 WrestleMania, I believe, where it's Flair and Orton, Batista fighting Rock and Foley, I believe. So
Okay.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Here a bit later, Flair's getting a little feud, and then Triple H, I'm sure, is more than happy to do a feud with him. I'm sure Flair put him over.
Yeah.
I'm sure, because Flair's the guy.
He was the top guy at the time. Triple H was.
And Flair's the guy that he could put 1 million people over, and he still gets heat.
Yeah, and Flair jokes. He jokes all the time in interviews that, he's a 16-time world champion and he only won 16 matches his whole career.
It might be true.
The
dude just was a king of putting people over.
Yeah.
On his way out.
He made Sting.
If
you look back,
he made Sting on his way out. Of WWE. He made he helped propel Mr. Perfect.
Yep.
Different stuff like that. Really, a lot of heat on his heel run in WWE, which. It's weird, right? I feel like that's one of the greatest heel runs of all time, and he doesn't win a title.
He does Royal Rumble.
Oh wait, no, 92 Royal Rumble, right? So, but he doesn't fight Hogan, which he should have. But yeah, it's like that's probably the greatest heel run of all time, and I feel like that's the greatest Royal Rumble that he wins.
Yeah,
and so I put him up there. So he did maybe, yeah. So it's one of those things where you're like, dang, Flair loves putting dudes over. And he put over Andrade today with a suplex.
Yeah. So that's awesome. All right, we will let's go Royals here. Last night got the win, back to 500, 26 and 26. But bad news, Mondesi comes up limp in about the 7th or 8th inning, hurting his hamstring. So unfortunately, he's probably going to end up back on the DL. They haven't said yet. He was held out of today's game. They have a day off tomorrow. And then, we'll see on Thursday if he plays or not.
This is one of those guys where the hype is huge on him, right?
Yeah.
Bringing him up, and they waited to bring him up after we won the World Series, of course, and waited to bring him up. And the hype on him was humongous. Like, he was going to be our best player, defensive wizard, all this stuff, and he's not lived up to the hype. Is he a good player? The answer is yes. Not a great bet. Good shortstop, but not a great bet. So it's like one of those things where you're like, dang, I wish this dude could get it all together. This is starting to feel like which I love, Danny Duffy, starting to feel a little bit Danny Duffy-ish, right?
Yep.
To where you're like, dang, I wish this dude could just get it together for like one whole season. Because Duffy's the same kind of way. Duffy this year had one of the best ERAs in baseball.
Before he got hurt, yeah.
Before he got hurt. And so you're like, dude, and as far as I know, I don't know if Duffy's coming back this year. And so it's
I
like,
haven't seen anything.
I know. So I'm just like, dang it, man. Wish these guys would pan out. The thing is, on the injury kind of stuff, you cannot blame Dayton Moore on that, right? Dayton Moore, as far as drafting, or he didn't draft Duffy, right? But Duffy was here. But as far as like giving him a contract,
building this team. I mean, Dayton Moore built this team,
and Duffy was good in the bullpen when it came to our World Series team, and so that's good. But he kind of found his niche in there. So the thing is, I don't blame Dayton Moore for Mondesi. I think he drafted correctly. The injuries have just hurt him.
Yeah,
and so that's how that goes. So
and bringing Mondesi back this year, was not a terrible idea.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, I like it. It's just you can't predict the injury, and unfortunately, he's just a guy that the injury bug has hit, and it is what it is.
So the Royals being at 500 right now, are they better or are they worse than you thought they would be, or are they right where you thought they would be?
They're a little worse because I thought we'd be, about 5 games over 500
okay.
Right now. I still think this team can win 80 games, though.
Okay.
I still think they can win 80 to 85. So I'm still holding out hope. I definitely feel great about the over of 73.5.
I agree.
So 74. Definitely, I think that's going to be hit. But, yeah, right now they're a little under where I thought they'd be. But tonight they're losing 3-1. Last I checked as we're recording. But
yikes.
Hopefully we can come back against the Pirates.
Yeah, we'll see. 3-1, we can come back on that. So we'll see what happens. But, yeah, I mean, for them to go back to 500, especially after the terrible, terrible May they had, I feel really good about that.
Yeah, I mean, to lose 11 in a row and then now have climbed to be back to 500 just shows you how good they were in April and then really where they are right now.
And I think they've won their last 2 series.
Yes.
I think.
Because they won. So the series in Minnesota was the first time since 2017 they had won a series in Minnesota.
In Minnesota?
Yeah.
Look at this.
So
Royals.
Yeah. So I'm good with it. We got the Twins coming in town. That's who our weekend series is with. Thursday, Friday, Saturday this weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Let's get that sweep.
Yeah, let's get it. 4 games.
I'm all about it, so.
We can do it. I'm looking at maybe going Friday night. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know yet.
All right, man. Do that thing.
But, yeah. So, big news, obviously, right now is in the NFL. June 1st is here. That's today. So, Julio Jones, Aaron Rodgers, possible moves can happen now because the salary cap hit will be less for those teams. Start with Aaron Rodgers. We said last week on the show, I don't think he's going to ever play in Green Bay again.
I agree.
You agree. You said you saw some news today where you think the management at Green Bay is going to call his bluff.
Yeah, so McAfee had a deal today, and McAfee actually knows some guys that are in the Packers organization. A.J. Hawk, works with him. And so he kind of knows some guys in there or whatever. Anyways, what they were talking about was the Packers management consensus is they're going to call Rodgers bluff. So no trade, and they're going to say, you know what? Yeah, we're going to call your bluff. We think you're going to show up. I don't think he's coming.
I don't either.
I think he's done. I don't think he wants to be there anymore, and I think he would be – okay, I don't know about retire, but do you think you'd be content to say, yeah, I'm good, I'll retire, and go do Jeopardy?
I think he would.
He's getting married. He already won a Super Bowl. He's been an MVP. What else does he have left to do?
Yeah. I mean, I just – if he's that unhappy, I see him sitting. I just don't see him showing up.
37?
Yeah, 37 years old.
Ah, man.
He can go make all the State Farm commercials he wants. He can go make whatever commercials. I mean, look at Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning's in how many commercials that you see on a regular basis? I mean, he's doing all right.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers also, like we've talked about. I don't think he's flashy, so I think he has a lot of his money
he's
still.
probably saved a lot.